Everybody, I am so stoked for today. I have to be quiet because it's really early. Everybody else is still asleep. We got some sweet stuff to install for upgrades today. Talking Maxxair fan, the deluxe. Last time we used a fantastic fan in windy, so we wanted to try something new. And this, oh yes. Haloview came through with the BT7. It's the Byte Tango 1080p 2.4G wireless vision system. This is the complete package. Yeah, we're gonna go through all that stuff, gonna get this installed. But like I said, it's early today and I got up because it's supposed to be like 107 degrees. Getting on the roof, installing that thing, not at 107. So it's about 6:45 and I'm making some coffee. We're gonna get up on the roof and assess the situation on dot to get this fan installed as soon as possible. Welcome back to NOP, everybody. My name's John. Today's a Real Talk Tuesday. We are talking about upgrades on the roof, specifically ventilation and how to improve the airflow in the RV via the Maxxair fan and new roof vent covers. Plus, we also partnered with Haloview and they sent us the new BT7 full camera monitoring system. I am stoked. It is not a backup camera. No. This is a full monitor system setup. So let's jump in and get the box unloaded and see what we got to work with. Instructions and hardware kit are enclosed in this square tube. Yay. This is not going to be an install video. There are lots of those out there. We're going to get it done. I do have some concerns I'll talk about here in a second though. Big. This is the fan that does come with its own cover already as a part of the whole package. This is a little different than some of the other ones. Okay, there we go. So there's the fan body. This fan comes with a remote control. It also has controls on the body of the fan itself. What I'm concerned about is the roof vent that we're installing it on is right up there. And the controls for said fan and roof vent are right there next to, there's the waggle. So installing it to work with the two buttons down there, I don't know if I'm gonna have to bypass that and then just have power to it all the time, or if I can somehow incorporate those. Made it. Okay, it's warm up here, but it's not that bad yet. So we timed this right. You guys are gonna see some sweat on this video. It's real life. Gross. Here we are. This is the roof cover. There's that insulation layer. Remember how much was in windy versus look at this with dot. Big difference. All right. So I had to make a quick run to Camping World to pick up some other vent covers they had available for our two manual crank vents. We want to be able to open those while we're going down the road, and also when it's raining. It's hot now. I have attached the main flange to the roof now, took all the old one off, and then have set the actual fan body inside of it, taken down the wires and stuff, so now we get to wire it all up. There's just not really a way to incorporate the up and down switch into this without really getting into the brain of the actual fan and resoldering and messing with it, and I just don't want to go that deep. But the remote works for everything. Our motivation for this fan is very similar to our motivation for the previous fan. Occasionally we leave cinder in the RV. Now, in heat like this, we would never leave cinder in the RV. We want to have something so that if we do leave cinder in the RV with a couple windows cracked, if it does get warm enough in here, we can have that set to auto. So if it does get too hot, it will open up and turn on and that kind of stuff, and then turn off when it cools back down again. It's not something that I would rely upon entirely. Again, that's where the waggle comes in. Heat coming off of this roof right now is intense. I got gloves on because it's too hot to touch anything up here. I gotta put 4 little screws in the end there, and then I'm gonna add some more sealant around it, and we should be done. I love it when a project always takes a lot longer than you think it's gonna be, which coincidentally is almost every project John has ever done. These things are interesting. According to the manufacturer's instructions, the way that I put them on is correct. According to what it says, you don't need to screw it into the roof because the airflow can pass underneath of it as long as the normal vent underneath is, you know, tacked down appropriately. But I haven't tightened these down, but I'm a little skeptical because that's a pretty decent gap. Not sure how those are gonna hold up to like I-70 across the plains winds. According to the instructions, it's done correctly. Just gotta zip these down and we're done.
Let's see what John's up to over here. It's cooled off a little bit.
Oh, it's cooled off so much. I'm so happy about the weather right now. This is especially for doing this. Although I'm worried about how much daylight I'm gonna have left. Of all the upgrades to the rig right now so far, this is what I'm the most excited about. So we've partnered with Haloview in the past, which is a backup, you know, camera. They make all sorts of things. This is one of their newest products. This is the Haloview BT7. We had the RD10 by Haloview, and if you're pulling a travel trailer or a smaller, you know, not a toy hauler or something like that, that doesn't have all the different side cameras and the different cameras and stuff like that, it's a fantastic system. I highly recommend it. There's a couple things I would change about it, and you can go watch the video that I did from the previous review up here, right up here. Or is it over here? It's over here. You can watch the video that I made in the past about that over here. But it's a great monitor because I just left it on all the time and had the monitor was actually the rear view mirror, and it functioned as a rear view mirror when it was off, and it also had a dash cam set up with it. So I did like all those things about it. But this, I'm really excited about this. Also sent us the side mount cameras too. So you can see those guys are in there. Okay, let me pull one of them out. Oh, look at that. Ah, it's so freaking cool. Full 100% color night vision to go with this too. So we got to wire it up. I'm hoping it'll go pretty fast. Dorothy is already pre-wired for Furrion system, but I gotta say I like Haloview better. I think they're just a better company and better quality product. It's another special treat because I talked to Haloview, my contact guy there named William, who's an awesome guy. But I said, hey William, you know, I'm kind of bummed because my truck doesn't have a hitch camera. It doesn't have a hitch camera. I can't see the fifth wheel as it couples. The Byte Tango 7 already comes, this is the main package right here. It's the monitor with the backup camera. And then it has a side mounts for the side of the RV that come with the lights attached to them that you can add to it. But the cool thing about this whole system is you can add multiple cameras. You can have security monitors. You want to put something above your RV door, tie into this system that you can take inside with you when you're not, you know, around. So it also acts as a security monitor. Absolutely. So I told him about this issue with my truck. And look, he sent me a whole nother monitor. So I am going to do my darndest to see if there's some way I can hook this up on the back of the truck somehow to act as a hitch camera. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. It might be an addition that comes a little bit later because I may have to do some kind of custom fabrication mount for it, but it's going to happen and I'm excited about that too. We're up here at the back of the Dorothy, taking off the old RD10 camera. When we bought Dorothy, there was no backup camera with it, and that was a blast learning how to maneuver this thing as a first-time fifth wheel puller, as big as she is. Here we go, old camera, new camera. The new camera's got a little bit of a cowling that comes built into it. The old one did not. Again, this is the old Haloview RD10. Still highly recommend it as a product, it's great. So even though these gaskets are different, fortunately, almost all the holes are gonna line up perfectly. No pairing cable. This is a little bit different. It looks like it should plug in there, but the gasket that they have set up is a little bit different. And so there's this little pairing cable, plugs right into the Haloview. So the other system that I had, the RD10, like I said, works great, but I'm really excited to totally get rid of the wires. Tell me that doesn't look awesome. No wires. Okay, let's see if we can get some of the side ones, at least one of them done real quick before the light gets really low. Here's the mount that we're going to be working with. You can see that factory, it is with the Furrion, although they totally put it in upside down. All right, ugly truth, everybody. Sometimes I have to bring you content in the dark. The golden hour here is beautiful, like I said, but it does go really fast. I got the backup monitor all installed. It is up there. I'm going to work on the side lights. I have turned the power off and disconnected the battery now, so we should be able to work with everything, because it looks like it might be a little more involved with these than it was that back simple plug and play, but we'll see. It's like the Furrion is literally just a plug and play, so it might be really easy to do this if you do have a system. Like I said, I recommend Haloview. I think they're a better quality product. Everything seems to be working properly, which is exactly what I want. I've already tested the camera out with the system inside. That works too, so I'm just absolutely tickled about how all this is turning out. Okay, I'll admit I totally escaped to the inside of the truck with the AC on for this part of the video. There's one major issue with it though, for me. Yeah, it's not on the dash, it's down here. Can you figure out what the issue is? The thing is gigantic, you guys. The monitor is crystal clear, and I can see, and don't mind my dirty truck. Yeah, it's got Quick Trip and Chick-fil-A in it. Don't judge me. Put it right here. I've thought about doing that. And at my height, what I see is about right here. So it's not actually obstructing the road per se, because there's the edge of the truck. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. So I could deal with it there. The antennas are definitely in the way. So I could deal with it. I don't like it there though. And then over here, which is where I really wanted to mount it, it just won't fit. It comes with mounts like this guy here that is designed to be like hung from the ceiling. So if you have like I have a decent sized cab, but I don't have much of a dash, then it is going to be tricky of where you're going to put it. This is on all 3 camera views. If I hit the scan button, here's channel 1. So this is the side view. There's the neighbor's house, and there's the house going into the gate. Now I've got this mirrored and flipped. So this is kind of how I like to view it, as if I were looking in the rear view or in the side view mirror. But of course you can flip it around however you want. There's all sorts of menu functions and things that you can do with this. There's the other side. That's legit, guys. It's really that close. So this is where it comes in super handy for us, especially getting Dorothy into the spot at the old Desert Oasis. Records in 1080p, which will be great for us too, for getting some cool footage going down the mountains now that we can see out the sides. You can take this out of the truck, bring it inside the trailer with you. There's little adapters to plug it in, and have a monitoring system. These night view cameras are full color at night with night vision. I don't know what kind of the technology is called. They don't use the lamps. They can still see very clearly at night, just to be able to have that security. Also to be able to look all the way down both sides of the rig and the back. Now when I get the camera mounted onto the truck, I'm thinking about using a magnetic mount that I can take on and off, because they do have little battery packs for these also. And then I might mount that on the front of the trailer while we're parked somewhere. So just different ideas and things like that. I'm really excited about the system. In terms of the quality and just the features, like being able to take the whole system off and go inside and use it as a monitor. Furrion didn't have anything like that at the time. Maybe they do now, but I'm really psyched about Haloview. Okay, everybody, that's it. We are ready to go at this point in time. Fully ventilated, fully monitored, and it's time. It's time to get out of here. I am excited, so excited to get on the road, see what it's like driving with that Haloview system, the improved airflow in Dorothy, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was fun making it, even though I did have to get up on that roof. It was really hot, but it is done. And yeah, thanks as always for being here. Hit the thumbs up for the like on the video, and I will see you out there.